The studies of financial problem among university students. Objective: to identify student trend of spending nowadays, to determine the factor of money shortage, to investigate the impact of worse financial management on students, and to guide how students can manage their money.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Aini and I am a second year student of Bachelor Science in Liberal Studies at University Kebangsaan Malaysia. I got loans from PTPTN and family funding. Right after I got loans from PTPTN, I will use it to pay my tuition fees. The remaining money will be my expenses for that one semester. I usually spend about RM10 a day. I spend money on food and entertainment. There was a week or 2 weeks before my semester break. I realized I don't have enough money to buy food. I managed to limit my spending by eating once a day. Other initiative, I use it to eat junk food like Maggi, biscuit, and also fasting.
Based on the following diagram, show that as for gender, there are 6 males and 6 female students. For source of income, majority of the students are either obtaining their income from PTPTN loan and family funding. Only 2 which suggest that 16.7% of the students have jobs. In addition, for spending of a day range, majority of the students are in less than RM20 ringgit. For estimate total of month spend range, majority of students spend less than RM400 per month. From the data obtained, majority of the students spend money on food. Sharing experience of money shortage by students.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad RASHID. I as a graduated student from University of Malaysia at Malaysia. According to former South African President Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon for us to change the world. In fact, proper education is the best legacy of parents for their children. However, not all parents are able to send their children to university, which the increasing burden of education costs. Children whose parents are unable to afford them resort to scholarship assistance or education loans to pay their children university and living costs. As we know, in higher education, require more money to cover the cost of study and living in university. As a result of the limited financial resources and rising cost of living at the university, all the students had to face financial problems in their daily life. Even though financial aid in the form of scholarship or student loans is consistently accepted, but the delay was a bit stressful because students had to rely on other financial resources such as relying on their parents' financials, or sometimes they borrowing their friends' money. In this situation, after graduate, students who was make a loan with PTPTN or other financial will make a debt. It gets worse when they can have a job to force them to pay the debt. As we know, Malaysia today, the number of unemployed in March rose 70.1% to 610,500 compared to 521,300 in the same month last year. Malaysian Chief Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Hussein Mahdin said this would bring the unemployment rate in March 2020 was increasing to 3.9%. Which the fact of current economic downturn today, increasing employment has left many unemployed and seeking employment. Some newcomers are still in a state of financial instability and has to be prudent for basic spending. In addition, other debtors such as cars and credit cards are also the reason for their refusal to repay PTPTN loans despite low installment payments. My conclusion: if we can manage our finances in higher education life, in the future it may be a big problem for us.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AFFAN bin SABARUDIN and my student ID is A171901. Here I am today as a university counsellor to discuss on the impacts of a bad financial management on students. Previous research have taught them that 91% of survey students believe that financial counselling and education service and program should be made available on campus, and half of survey students indicated that they will take advantage of such resources more to thousandfold. According to this research, it is evident that most students are facing a critical financial issue. This matter needs to be guided by a professional financial advisor in order to be part of the solution. For many young people, college is their first money management experience. However, many students are not well prepared to handle their own finance. This somehow leads to some consequences that need to be faced by them.
This shows how often they worry about money.
Students need to comprehend that the way they manage their financial will affect their future. The concept of money is not new. Is it not limited to currency, economic condition, or societal value? The importance of money management stems quite simply from common sense. Money is limited yet critically necessary resource. Not only that, poor financial pressure can have major impact on students, health mentally or maybe physically. For instance, stress, depression, stroke or maybe heart attack. Two of the common effects of financial pressure are anxiety and depression. These two conditions usually go hand in hand. Each one is debilitating condition that makes it hard to focus at work, study, spend time with family, and keep up with bill and other financial responsibility. So students need to be concerned about its finance. It's the best way to have a good handle on them, keep them under control. Besides leaving an impact on the health, it also affects academic performance, which pose to lack of knowledge among students themselves. Lack of knowledge and skill might lead to the employment rate to increase for the reason that the unprofessional knowledge and skill. This is because employers tend to hire the best employee in every aspect. Therefore, students should really increase basic money management technique so that they can feel confident about their ability to manage their finance. Just like what Frank Clark once said, many folk think they are not good at earning money when what they don't know is how to use it.
Hi, I am ULFAH REZUAN as a financial advisor. In this section, I will explain the main point of our group, that is how students can manage their finances. So, I want to share 3 easy suggestions for students to follow based on some research that I have read before. First, students need to manage their finance wisely to pay back their education loan, written by SYAHIR 2018. Muhammad Rafi 2016 mentioned in his study that in fact 1/3 of students are having student loans, which more than half are they were not able to pay off those loans. Many of them were associated with ineffective financial behavior. Due to this matter, students should fix their financial behavior and start creating a budget to make a plan for how they will spend their money each month, concerning the fact that they will have to pay back those loans once they finish their studies and start working. Second method is students must have a specific knowledge on how to use their limited financial source, written by Rafi 2016. They must know to differentiate what must come first and what must come later. Next, the last method being conduct is by educate the student on how they can make a saving on their money, by Rafi 2016. Control 2008 give a recommendation to students on how they can spend their money. Control said that students can make a track spending by creating a spreadsheet that includes all the students' daily expenses. By doing this, students can give a priority to the important thing that need to be done first. In conclusion, I found out that there are many issues in financial management, how students should manage their money. The issues are related with using, managing, and saving money. Financial loans among students are very crucial subject in terms to make sure that they can pursue their study and reach out their dream or vision. But money management process among the students also very important in terms to make sure financial source will be sufficient for them to finish their study. Especially on the loan financial source, is because students need to pay back this type of financial source sooner or later.
That's all from us. Thank you.